Okay, so this is part 2 of the cooking spaghetti. But we're going to learn 2 things in this video. First of all, for all you people who did not finish the 3rd grade, we're going to learn the different types of pans and pots and things of that nature that you put on your stove. This is a pot. This is a saucepan. This is what you use to cook sauce. This is not a saucepan. This is a skillet. This is what you use to cook bacon, breakfast sausage, omelet. Okay, that's what you use. This is what you use to cook all those things in. You do not cook your sausage or your biscuits or bacon in this thing. This is not what this is for. This is if you're going to cook a large quantity of food, such as these noodles over there. Okay, now that we learned what all these are for. Okay, this is the saucepan we're going to use. I just washed this, but even after you wash something, like by hand, because you really don't want to put it in the dishwasher because it'll mess it up, you want to dry it with the cloth, because even after you wash it, it's still going to have that soapy taste to it. So I'm going to dry this out best I can with one hand. Okay, now you got to smell the pot, make sure it's clean, make sure it doesn't smell like soap, because your sauce will taste like soap if not. Okay, so we're going to put this to the side right now. Put the lid back on the salt from the previous video. We're going to put this right here. And make sure you clean the stove, especially if this is not your stove. Well, you should clean your stove anyways, because it invites living things. And, you know, if it's not your stove, you know, no one wants to cook on a nasty stove. So I'm going to clean the stove when I'm done. But, okay, I put that aside. Now, this is how you cook the sauce. Sauce. You take sauce. Take sauce over here. Pour sauce into saucepan. Don't pour your sauce into a skillet. Don't pour your sauce into a pot. Pour your sauce into a saucepan. That's why it's called a saucepan. So, you pour this just like that. You can put it in a saucepan, but if you already have your spaghetti ready, you can just go ahead and just pour it in there. It depends on, you know, if you want your pasta a little bit more tender. But you just pour this in here. You put the amount you think you will need. Like that. I think that will be enough sauce. If not, like I said, you could just, the great thing about cooking pasta and sauce is you could throw more in there when you're done, if you need more. So this looks like about enough sauce. And this is original pasta sauce. There's different types of sauces. I'm just going with the original because that's just the basic or the standard. So, if you buy something like this, the great thing is you don't have to use it all. You take your cap. You go like this. You put your cap back on. You don't even have to twist it closed, because if you twist it closed and put it in the refrigerator, it's going to be difficult to open. So just go like that. Just twist it once. Put your sauce away, because you have to put this away, because if you leave it out, it's going to be nasty. It even says it on the container. Keep refrigerated after open. Refrigerate after opening. So we're going to refrigerate this now that we've opened it. Put it right there next to the sweet tea. This is going to come in handy later. So we might as well take this out now. Okay, now that you have your sauce, you don't have to mix this. You don't need a spoon. You just turn it on. And just leave it like that. And this, you actually have to wash this, because this will start to boil. And it will start to bubble up, and it will start to splash up and get all over your stove here. And that's just nasty. Then you have a bigger mess to clean up. So you turn it, and you want to turn this really low. Don't turn it on high, because like I said, this sauce, it's going to cook fast. About right there. That's about where you want it. Just barely put it on. Just barely put it on there. And then you just leave it there. You can use a spoon to move it around, or spatula. You can just go like this to move it around. Just pick it up and move it. Put it back on the flame. If you want, you can put this cheese on this right here, right now, or you can just wait till this is done. If you want to throw in meatballs, you can, but you're going to have to put a lid on it. And it's going to have to sit there a little bit longer. I may make another video of that later, but right now I'm just showing people how to make sauce, because there are people out there who do not know how to make sauce. Now since this sauce is just for me, and I just washed my hands over there, okay, I don't have to wait till it starts to boil up. I can just stick my finger in it whenever I want. But be careful. Make sure you... Okay, maybe I was wrong. Let's turn this up a little bit more. But like I said, you don't want to leave pasta sauce unattended, because it will splash everywhere. It will look like somebody chopped off your hand and then you just bled all over the stove. That's what it will look like. So, just leave this like this. Eventually it should start to boil. It's already starting to steam. That's good. So you can just stick your finger in there. It's still cold. See that? Look, it's already starting to boil. So this, you want to, look, it's already gotten on my stove. So you want to turn it down. Like I said, it doesn't take long to cook this. Especially this low amount. Or if the pasta is... Actually, you don't even have to heat this up at all. Take this, you just move it around. Like that. If you want to be fancy, you can use a spoon to move it around, but I don't want to dirty up that spoon because I might cook some more pasta later. So you just go like this. And then you get it to where it's hot, you get it to where it's warm, however temperature you want it. As long as the noodles are hot, it really doesn't matter what temperature this is. So, I'm going to stick my finger one more. Hope it doesn't pop up on my finger. Okay, see that? When you poke it, it starts to boil. Look at that. And then this is done. Like that. That's all you do. Doesn't take nearly as long as a spaghetti. Now what you do now? There's two things you can do now. You can pour this into there, and then you're gonna have a nasty pot, and then you're gonna have to clean this out, dry it out, make sure it doesn't taste like soap, just to make more spaghetti. Or you can get a spoon for this, a spoon for that. If there's a lot of people here eating, which there's not, it's just me, and then you can just pour this in there. Or you can just have a spoon for one each if you feel like dirtying up all these dishes. Yes, you want to pour the smaller pot into the big pot. That's what you want to do. Okay? Like this. Look. Just like that. Now, don't do the opposite. Do not grab this pot with spaghetti in it and try to pour it in here where the sauce is. Do not try to do that. That's stupid. You have to have excellent coordination to do that. And most people do not have that type of coordination. So, don't do that. Be smart. Put the smaller pot over the bigger pot. So, that's how you cook spaghetti. Thank you and spaghetti sauce. Thank you for watching. We're gonna put this out of here because we don't need any more. It's not done yet. We gotta mix it up. We gotta put this cheese on it. And then we just have to mix it up. Make sure you put a lot of cheese, because if you just put a little bit, you're just going to taste it on top. It's not going to sink in with the rest of the noodles and the sauce after you mix this. And then, since I'm the only one that's going to eat this entire pot, I'm going to grab a regular size fork. I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to grab a regular size fork and just mix it around. Like that. I'm doing the best I can with one hand, but you get the picture. Alright, this is how you make spaghetti. Thank you for watching. Very simple. It's one of the simplest things to cook is pasta. It's not hard to cook. So whenever you're home alone like me, you have to fend for yourself. It's really easy to cook these pasta-based meals. But thank you for watching. And please remember the difference between your pots and skillets and pans. They have names for a reason. Do not put your bacon and your omelet in the skillet. Please do not do that. Yes, put your bacon and your omelet in the skillet. Not in here. This is not where you put your bacon and your omelet. Remember that. That's one of the ABCs of cooking. Thank you for watching. Enjoy. It's time to eat now.